Southern California is in for a weather roller coaster this week. Clara Harder reports that Tuesday will bring some heat, with some areas of the Los Angeles valleys hitting triple digits. And meteorologists expect those highs to stick around through Wednesday, which could bring thunderstorms into the mix. Forecasters also warn that the biggest danger is lightning-sparked fires in dry areas. But sudden downpours and strong gusty winds could hit Wednesday morning and last through Thursday. The week will end with a little rain on Friday morning, though precipitation totals are still hard to predict. Experts say if you hear thunder, get indoors immediately, especially if you're at the beach or outside. And the good news is that conditions should calm down by the weekend, which could see dry conditions and temperatures back to normal across Southern California.
This is the book of Jeremiah, chapter 30. And I'm going to start at verse 23. Behold, the whirlwind of the Lord, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, goeth forth with fury, a continuing whirlwind. It shall fall with pain upon the head of the wicked. Shalom, shalom, Akim. Before I begin, I want to start off by giving all praises, honor, and all glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Rachakorash, double honor to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone, who rule and teach well. Alright. Peace, blessings, and salutations unto the hopeful elect, and to the few sincere Akwats who are becoming of woman that say Shalom. I'm the brother Gabari Allah coming at you with another lesson. Alright, and this lesson is going to be based off, the storm heading to California. Okay, and it's not going to be anything crazy, okay, but you hear the reporter, okay, who pretty much said that there's going to be a mixture of fire, maybe, there could be fires, there could be rain, okay, and it's going to be hot, and there could be thunder or lightning, and these are all it's not normal, to have all that going on, and some places have been hit hard. I believe it's the tropical storm is called Mario, Tropical Storm Mario. Okay, but it's gonna hit SoCal, a little bit. It's not gonna be nothing crazy, but it will hit it. Okay, so I have this article here, by Desert Sun, entitled "Remnants of Tropical Storm Mario Moves into SoCal. Is it supposed to rain tomorrow?" Okay, and it reads, "Remnants of Tropical Storm Mario is moving into Southern California as meteorologists warn of possible heavy rain as a result. As a large swath of the region is under a flood watch Thursday." It reads, "Areas that face the highest chance of rain Wednesday night through Thursday morning, hovering between 50% to 60% chance. In is along SoCal's coast, spanning from Los Angeles County down to San Diego County, according to the National Weather Service, San Diego." It reads, "As you travel more inland, the chance of rain decreases, although even as inland as the Coachella Valley sees anywhere from about 20% to 30% chance of rain during this period, based on a forecast issued Wednesday afternoon. But SoCal isn't expected to dry up by Thursday morning. Here's a look at forecasted rainfall totals and the flood watches in effect." Alright, so pretty much letting you know, okay, that, these things are going to hit Southern California, and, letting you know, okay, that these things are gonna come to pass. There could be rain, there could be thunder, there could be, uh, fires that spark up between this. Okay, it's, you never know what the Lord could happen. Of course, it could be nothing, but, the Lord is showing already, little signs, a very slight taste of His power, a very minimal portion of His power. Okay, so that's why I opened up with the book of Jeremiah, chapter 30 and verse 23. Behold, the whirlwind of the Lord Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai goeth forth with a fury, a continuing whirlwind. It shall fall with pain upon the head of the wicked. Okay, and we understand that these things are made to punish the wicked. Okay, the Lord flooded the earth and only saved, you know, Noah and his family, or saved Noah and the people that he wanted him to save, man, you know. So the Lord is very capable of doing a whole lot of bad, okay, a whole lot of terrible acts, okay, but we understand that the Lord isn't ready, or that the time isn't yet that that this place is gonna go down, you know, that this place, uh, Salaki, bear with me, Akim. Salaki about that, but like I was saying, that doesn't mean that the Lord isn't gonna bring anything to uh America, okay? The Lord can obviously cause all hell to break loose now, but we understand that through prophecy we have we have a timeline, so to speak, and we know that that the end is not yet. Okay, so this is verse 24. The fierce anger of the Lord Yahweh Hashem Yahushai shall not return until he hath done it, and until he hath performed the intent of his heart. In the latter days ye shall consider it. Okay, so right now, people don't really, that it's just a little another storm, but they don't understand the importance of the storms. Okay, these storms you can really look at them as warnings. Okay, because it shows you that the Heavenly Father is not pleased with the land. Okay, the Lord wouldn't be sending storms if he was pleased with the lands and the actions of that land. So this is really another warning that the Lord gives us. Another warning. All right, because the Heavenly Father, Yahweh, Hashem, Yahushua, the only begotten Son, are very merciful. Okay, He's very merciful. So He's giving us these warnings. He's giving us these things that we can see. Okay, like these storms, so that we can make sure that we got everything. We got everything good. We're good. Okay. So, because that also speaks of the importance of having a foundation of the Heavenly Father, having something to um, call upon, okay, which is Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, all right? We already know that we have Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, okay? So, I'm gonna grab a couple more, and then I'll just close out. Well, it's not meant to be a long lesson, I just wanted to bring it up, okay? But I'm gonna get the book of Sirach, chapter 11, and I'm gonna start at verse. I'll just get straight to the point, man. Verse 14. Prosperity and adversity, life and death, poverty and riches come from the Lord. Okay, exactly. All these things come from the Lord. The Lord is a terrifying power. The Lord causes these whirlwinds to happen. The scriptures say that He created life and He forms darkness. So it says, verse 15, wisdom and knowledge and understanding of the law are of the Lord. Love and the way of good works are from Him. Okay, so we understand that the Heavenly Father is bringing upon these things, upon Babylon, to really cause it to pretty much break down, you know. So now I'm gonna grab the book of to close it off. I'm gonna grab the book of Nahum, chapter 1, and I'm gonna start at verse 3. The Lord Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai is slow to anger and great in power, and will not at all quit the wicked. The Lord Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai hath his way in the whirlwind and in the storm, and the clouds are the dust of his feet. Okay, so the Heavenly Father, creates all these things. The Heavenly Father is in control of all these things. Verse 4, he rebuketh the sea, and maketh it dry, and drieth up all the rivers. Bashan languisheth, and Carmel, and the flower of Lebanon languisheth. The mountains quake at him, and the mill slaki. Let me read that again. Verse 5. The mountains quake at him, and the hills melt, and the earth is burned at his presence, yea, the world and all that dwell therein. Verse 6, here's the point. Who can stand before his indignation? And who can abide in the fierceness of his anger? Exactly. When the Lord is angry with the world is going to know. Okay, when Jacob's trouble comes, you will definitely get hit with storms. There's definitely going to be storms, earthquakes, all type of shit. Okay, it's going to be fucking hell on earth. It's going to be chaotic. Okay, it says his fury is poured out like fire, and the rocks are thrown down by him. Verse 7. This is for us. The Lord Yahweh Shai is good, a stronghold in the day of trouble, and he knoweth them that trust in him. So that's for us Akim, who are in this ministry, who are in the know, who do believe in Yahweh Shai, who do call upon his name, who do have a foundation with the Lord, who do have a friendship with Yahweh Shai, in particular Yahweh Shai. Okay, you do call upon Yahweh Shai, you do praise Yahweh Shai, just like you would praise the Heavenly Father. Okay, because we understand that he is the only reason we have this ministry, this second chance, so to speak, through Yahweh Shai, the mediator, the importance of Yahweh Shai and his sacrifice, man. So, low willing was edifying, like I said, kind of just a little uh just a little, warning, I guess, for brothers to keep in mind, man. Any brother or sister who may be in the SoCal area, okay, it's not gonna be nothing crazy, but you know, just as a watchman, you got to bring it out, man. So low willing was edifying, low willing was uplifting. Call Allah Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushai.